Yeah, holy hell, I look old.
I've been away for a hot minute, guys. It was just the whole fragrance review thing was a lot of work. Like the editing and the study and taking notes and spraying the fragrances and smelling them and getting the top and the mids and the dry downs and everything jotted down and what I wanted to say and then putting it all together, and it just didn't seem like I was getting the views to warrant the amount of work that it was. But I posted a couple of random like videos of things that I purchased recently that I thought were cool, and I got some nice comments on those and some requests to come back. So we'll run with one and see if we get any views out of it or if it warrants me like returning on a semi-consistent basis. But um, I'm really rusty at this, so bear with me. I go and what happened? I lost my mom in 2012, and that was toward the end of my video making slash recording. Took a trip over shortly after she passed away to Ireland and England. I got a lot of great fragrances there and intended to come back and do reviews on those, but life just had a way of getting in the way. And it seemed like the fragrance community was, the tight knit group was slowly kind of dissipating. And at the same time, it was a ton of work, and I was in the process of moving and into a new house then, and I just kind of like got busy with the day to day of everything. And like I said, my views on the videos weren't that great. Um, and it just seemed like the fragrance community was moving in a new direction. So I got busy with moving. Then I lost my video buddy, Spiky. Some of you remember to cancer. He was fine, and then all of a sudden one morning just woke up, wouldn't stop vomiting, and we took him in, and they found a golf ball sized tumor, unfortunately. So had to unfortunately put him down, which broke my heart. I have a new friend that is now away at daycare right now, but his name is Max, and maybe I'll include him in one of my videos coming up if I decide to pursue this. Tom Ford. Fucking fabulous. Well, fuck. This is a hard one because I think that the name has actually impacted people's views on the fragrance, either one way or the other. So it's a hard one for me to review just because there's so much hype around the name. So people that disagree with it think it's vulgar, revolting. I think that carries over into the scent itself, and people think that its only reason for being as popular as it was is due to the hype and the name that it carries. That probably has a negative connotation that carries over to the actual fragrance. Um, Introduced for New York Fashion Week in September 2017. It was actually a gift to those that were attending, and because of the odd name, created quite a sensation and quite a stir. So, notes: bitter almond, tonka, orris root, which is kind of a masculine aspect that it leads. Also, clary sage that adds some masculinity. Um, Dries down into an amber, leathery, kind of white woody, cozy skin scent. I would say I would put it straight down unisex, although the clary sage and the orris give it kind of a masculine scent. So I'm going to say this. Um, I have this guy also. Is that upside down or right side up? I don't know. Amouage interlude. So for those that think this one, the interlude, this is the longest lasting beast that I have ever experienced. The Interlude Man by Amouage. It will literally last one full day into the next day, and even after a shower, you can smell it. And those that think that this is a little bit too much incense, a little too strong, um, if you're not really careful with it, I love it. A lot of people hate it because of the longevity and the incense wood bomb that it is. Um, if you overspray, it'll kill you. It becomes super cloying. Bergamot, oregano, pimento, amber, frankincense, and myrrh, leather, patchouli, sandalwood. So for those that can't take the beast that Interlude is, this one. It so reminds me of Interlude, only a softer version. I don't know what it is, if it's the kind of leather in the background, um, but for those that can't take the Pure Negrin scent, the fucking fabulous is, I would say it's, this one is the Tom Ford, or the Interlude is a beast. The Tom Ford is its shy little quiet brother. I think they're both very related. I don't know if it's, there's that bitter almond uh, that the Ford has, and the sage that also carries over into the Interlude. The incensey piece I can see on both. The leather I can see on both. Almost like Tom Ford, it's almost more of a, there's a rubbery element to it. But when you first spray each, they're so close. The Interlude dries down to more of an incense smoke. The Tom Ford, more of a leathery, rubbery amber. But I think for those that find the Interlude too cloying, check out the fucking Fabulous, because it's very similar, only a softer version. So that is my thought on the Tom Ford. I wouldn't say it's one of his best. In his private blends, but it's a strong backup to the Interlude Man. So, like I said, we'll see how this video goes over. If you liked it, I have a ton more fragrances. Just because I stopped reviewing doesn't mean I stopped purchasing. And I've got tons. Since I've left, it's been what? I've done like 2 videos in the time since I've been in the new house. Both were average as far as people watching. But I've got a ton of other fragrances that I can do if you guys are into it and are willing to stick with me and watch. I'm here and I can probably carve out the time for you. So until next time, see ya.